Okay, Pops, we are back with Kimberly Klein.
We are.
Your auto advocate, F&I extraordinaire.
Yeah.
And, of course, you and me. Now, before we hop into today's video, where I think...
extraordinaire about either one
yeah,
of us.
seriously. I think we're going to be talking about how to be a boss in the F&I office. I'm very excited about this. How to really take control and really own that experience as the buyer, as the shopper. Before we do, one of the things that you can do if you're in the process of buying a car or thinking about buying a car...
Yes.
Oh, he's excited, ladies and gentlemen.
I am.
Go back to yourautoadvocate.com. We have some new membership tiers where if you want to meet with us for a consultation phone call, join our members-only live streams, and use our software that thousands, we just passed 25,000 people that are using our software, which is truly incredible. We can't thank you enough.
Yeah.
It's really awesome. Go back to yourautoadvocate.com and take a look.
And that started November 20th?
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving. So seriously, thank you to everyone.
Yes,
Kimberly, Pops, but everyone. So
thank you.
And any of you who are using it, tell a friend, tell 10 friends, tell 1,000 friends.
So how do we become a boss
you tell
in the
your
finance and insurance
Well,
office?
first of all, you have to say it right. It's how to be a boss in the finance office. That's how you have to say it.
Yeah, it's how to take control.
I should just share with you guys. So, I recently found this book. It's called How to Be a Boss in the
Actually, no, not that one, Zach. No. Okay.
Yeah.
No, we're back in the finance office at the car dealership.
We need to talk about the wizard again.
Bring it back, guys. No, I have to tell you, I've got to preface this by, it was inspired by some really great calls that I had with female buyers, you guys, that told me how confident they felt after learning everything that they have, going through deal school, watching our videos, absorbing content from us. And it was heartwarming to hear it from other ladies who told me they would have never done it by themselves. One of them, her husband was with her and he said, no, you do this. You take control of this. I will be with you, but you take control of it. And she did. And wow, what a great job she did. And you can do all of this and be nice at the same time. You don't have to go in there and be a big, beat on your chest and say, oh, you can be nice. And it was just very inspiring. So 3 tips, 3 things to help you be a boss in the finance office. Number 1.
I want to learn to be a boss.
Number 1, know your forms, Ray. Know your forms. Now, I'm not talking about the file of forms. You're just not going to know all of that. But what forms do you want to know, Ray?
Well, you're probably going to want to really understand either your lease agreement or your finance agreement if you're financing or leasing. You're really going to want to be able to understand a buyer's order, which is going to be a breakdown of every fee and every penny that's charged against that car deal, so that you can know what to look for when it comes to looking for the doc fee or protection packages or whatever else. You can know to look for that on the buyer's order. I mean, those to me are 3 of the most important forms that you could ever hope for.
You are spot on about that. The WIO, which I know we did a video on the WIO.
Do you want to point to the corner where we're going to put the link?
So the WIO video is very interesting, and you do want to know about that. And here's what I'm going to throw at you. Finance managers have to be in compliance with federal and state regulations. One of those compliance pieces of paper is called a menu disclosure. Now, we've talked about menu before, right? We've gone over the menu, but there's a disclosure form. Whether you want something or whether you are declining everything, you have to sign a disclosure stating, I want nothing. I want these 2. I want this one. You have to sign a disclosure. This week, I have heard horror stories of finance managers not even offering a menu. I had a couple of people that actually went back into the office and said, hey, you didn't tell us about gap coverage. Can you tell us about that? To have customers actually have to ask the finance manager to tell them about things kind of blows me away. So that brings me to compliance. A disclosure is one of those forms. Okay, let's move on. The second thing is you have the power to negotiate the prices of all those things.
Wow.
Again, I talked a lot about that this week.
Can we just take a 20-second timeout, Kimberly?
Let's do it. Let's do it. What?
James, if you don't mind, can you flash back to that? Wow.
Wow.
We've been doing this for a year, Dad, and then you've been doing it for 43 years before. If you're going to fake a wow, you got to really give it one more shot. Wow. Thank you. All right, back to you, Kimberly.
Oh, my God. I got to tell you, we have so much fun.
God, I felt like I'm going to say this and it's wrong and I shouldn't say it, but I felt like on a really bad night.
Road.
Wow.
As my dad used to say, road hard.
Okay, sorry,
go away
Kimberly.
wet.
My
I mean,
apologies.
that's, Anyway.
Exactly. Yes.
So you can negotiate
Yeah.
on the products in the F&I office.
So many people say to me, what? I can negotiate the price of this or this or this? Yes. Have the confidence to do it. Do it nicely. Negotiate those prices. Take that power. Okay. It does give you a lot of confidence too. It really does, especially as a woman going into a car dealership. You really gain confidence from all of these nuggets that we provide.
Absolutely.
So number one was know your docs and forms.
Yeah.
Things around disclosure, the different agreements you had mentioned, Pops. Number two, know that you have the power to negotiate.
Yes.
Number three.
Number three is know some key terms. We have talked about maybe making a little cheat sheet to take in with you or pop it up on your phone. Know some key terms. What I love to hear and see is whenever dealership employees say to our customers, have you worked in a dealership before? I love that. That's
Honestly,
what you
Kimberly,
wanna
when
do.
that happens, I think that gets the Kimberly Klein stamp of approval. I'm just saying.
I think so. If I had a stamp of approval, Zach, like Zach, like Ray did, that would be my
James, you got
stamp
something to
of
work on, my
approval.
friend. Yeah.
And it's what we need. It's what
Yeah.
we need because you're so right.
Yes.
Like, you
pow,
have to.
pow, pow,
Okay.
pow.
Yes.
Yes. I'm thinking of the Batman TV show. Pow.
Yeah, right. That's right. Pow. So, yes, I love when that happens. So what are some terms that you could use while you're in the dealership? Well, I just happen to have written a couple of them down.
Convenient.
Buy rate. I want
Yes.
buy rate.
Yes.
You know what buy rate is, right? We want buy rate. That's the rate that is sent over on your approval. Simple as that. I want that rate. Another one that I wrote down, prepayment penalty. We want to know what a prepayment penalty is, first of all, and you want to make sure you ask your finance manager, is there a prepayment penalty on this loan? Know it. Is there a VSI fee? And I think we talked about that in one of our videos as well. A VSI fee is an insurance that a bank has for themselves. Nothing for you, but they pass that on to you. It's typically anywhere from $49 to $100, and it shows up on your purchase order or bill of sale. But you know what that is, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So you want to look for a VSI fee and know what it is. Vendors single interest insurance.
Yeah.
So those are just some things that you want to, that's going to help you be a boss in the finance office.
Yeah. Another term that I would suggest that the customer say is just out of curiosity. I know you're entitled to make a little bit of money. How much have you marked up the rate?
I mean, there you go. There you go.
What do you mean? How much did you mark up the rate?
Yeah.
Just,
Oh, okay. Well, then just make sure I get buy rate.
Yes.
It's on my approval.
Honestly, that like little dialogue right there, and I know we get a lot of requests to do like role play, and maybe one of these days we actually will, but like that dialogue right there, if you're the customer and you say, all right, let's cut to the chase, come on, but in a friendly way, like what's the markup on the loan? Like you're giving it to me at buy rate, right? Like you say that, And then you've built an incredible amount of credibility. And I'm not just saying this because I've talked to my dad and I've talked to Kimberly about it. We've gotten hundreds of emails that literally people are telling us this is what they've said. And then the dealership, the sales manager, the F&I manager says, all right, which dealership do you work for?
Yeah.
Or how long did you spend in automotive? So seriously, like what you just said, Kimberly, we got to build out that little cheat sheet, and we definitely will, so that folks can just reference that, because you're taken more seriously, and that's the goal here, is to be taken seriously and be confident as you go through the process.
The goal is for the customers to have almost as much knowledge about the entire process as somebody who spends their day, every day, working the process.
And if you're spending tens of thousands of
You're
dollars,
entitled
you're
to have that. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know that a dealership is a business. They're there to make money too. Let's just be fair about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, gang. I feel like we've done our job on this one. Also had probably too much fun, which honestly I enjoy. I needed this today, so thank you both.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
We'll be back for another one. I'm fairly certain.
And wow.
Okay, get out of here, Tosh. I've heard that before.
I bet you have.
Do you think she was? We'll take that offline. All right,
Okay.
thanks, guys.
See you,
Bye,
Kimberly.
guys. See you. Bye.